John.
In cooperation with our local law enforcement, our sheriff's departments, our police departments, in arresting 26 individuals. We do not have them at this time all arrested. We have, I believe, 10 arrested and 3 targets of opportunity, if you would, that had outstanding warrants. But to a long-term investigation for several months, we were working on these individuals with these departments. And it really comes down to what we saw this morning, and that is, as we were out with the team arresting these individuals, and it's interesting to see the neighborhoods and to look around and see young kids walking to school, and you see neighbors that come out into their front yards in these communities and really are unaware of these type of violators that are just right next door to them or across the street. And it's very alarming to me that when we have distributors and these type of individuals, and even a manufacturer today, we're out on a meth lab as we speak. They're really in our neighborhoods, and there's no place for them. There's no place for them in Cushing. There's no place for them in Drumright. There's no place for them because they really just want to bring despair to our community. So we're real pleased to be able to come and be a part of such an important endeavor with this law enforcement and try to clean up some of these communities and just continue to battle the good versus the evil and try to clean up some of these narcotic violators that want to do harm to our communities. So we're welcome and grateful to be here.
My name is Tully Polden. I'm currently serving as interim chief of police for Cushing. And again, this is just another fine example of the cooperative nature from law enforcement to bring several agencies together at one point to be able to conduct an investigation of this magnitude. Again, we appreciate everything that all the other agencies have done to support not only our department but our community as well. And this is just another fine example of us taking a proactive stance against narcotics and those that want to continue to violate the narcotic laws in not only the city of Cushing, Payne County, as well as Freed County.
Chief Lyon with the Drumright Police Department, and I just want to say thanks to Director Weaver and to Tully for just getting everybody together. We have the drugs traveling in between different communities and stuff when they come into Drumright. So you have to call Cushing, get with them, they'll come back over here to track the drugs wherever they're going. OBN stepping in and helping us all get together and being able to cross these jurisdictional boundaries. Just let all these people know dealing in drugs.
Daryl, my question for you, when does OBN actually get involved in investigations?
Well, one of our primary roles is to law enforcement, and personally coming from very rural Oklahoma and based in rural Oklahoma, it has a soft spot for me as a director. I mean, we want to help all of law enforcement, but these departments sometimes and oftentimes struggle to find the resources to work narcotics. They're working their patrol functions, they're working all these type of functions, and it's always a pleasure to be able to come into rural Oklahoma and assist. And we have such a long-standing relationship with these departments. Cushing PD, it goes back many years, and many chiefs, and we're just real pleased to be here. We work hand in glove almost on a daily basis with these individuals on these type of investigations.
How does this sting operation compare to other ones that you guys have executed in the past? Is it bigger? Is it about the same? The level of involvement with narcotics?
Well, I mean, obviously, we do of operation. Normally, there's around 30. Today, we have around 30 warrants, and that's normally about average or thereabouts. We've seen many as 50 and 60 arrests. You have to remember, though, the significance of the violators, and that is, in a community the size of Cushing or Drumright, you may have somebody that may not be selling kilos of methamphetamine or may not be selling pounds and pounds of marijuana, but I would submit to you that those violators that are selling ounces or 8 balls are eventually affecting the community. And if you get those, even though the quantities oftentimes in these smaller communities aren't as large, but it's still, there's a percentage of that that's filtering down to our young people. It's corrupting our towns. So we think it's a good day when we can come in and arrest and assist arrest this movement.
How is the drug industry here affecting other crime? I mean, is it causing other crime in the community?
There's always a collateral negative effect when you have drug violators. They're stealing, they're robbing, they're burglarizing houses. One said at one time about 80% of all the violations committed are drug related, and I would probably think that's probably correct. The people that we arrested today are normally doing other types of crimes. That's just the way it is. And so the collateral positive effect of what law enforcement in this community has done in a cooperative effort will really have an effect on crime. And there's also a collateral positive effect in the fact that these people now, we're walking around and people see us in these communities, and the bottom line is they're going to wonder the next time they sell narcotics, is it going to be to an undercover officer? And we do. We want to keep these people guessing. We want these folks to think, my gosh, this am I going to go to jail if I sell these drugs? So it's really a long-term deterrent, even long after we're gone. The command post has been moved, and we've made our final arrest.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history of this particular sting or operation?
This was actually conducted by our mobile operations team, which is really a small covert group of agents that go in and go in the pockets of communities and buy drugs and help local law enforcement. Oftentimes these aren't major scale violators, but these are these addicted-based traffickers that go in and really disrupt communities that go in. So our mobile operations team was requested in this area by the Cushing Police Department, by Drumright Police Department. So we came in, and for several weeks, for several months actually, we